Welcome everyone to Planet of NY Sports. Here we talk Yankees, Mets, Giants, Jets, and a little bit of the Knicks and Nets. Yeah, I'm alone. I know I'm going to be alone for this video and the next one. I'm kind of tired. It's kind of late, but I have to get this video in anyway because I want to get some content in. So the Jets will be facing the Detroit Lions. So let's get into it. Let's just do some little pregame action here, some keys to victory, maybe the injury report. There's some pretty big breaking news about Mike White. Let's get into that. So yesterday or 2 days ago, it was reported that Zach Wilson will be starting for the New York Jets. Mike White tried to get cleared by like 12 different doctors, and they all said, no, you're not cleared. We're not clearing you. So it's pretty clear Mike White is in some bad shape right now. And then Zach Wilson, this may be his last shot to prove to everyone that, he can still be this franchise QB that they were hoping for when they drafted him at number 2. We don't the fan base has lost confidence in him. The team has lost confidence in him. It's going to be really interesting to see. And then the Jets, they're trying to make a playoff push too. This isn't like, unnecessary game, they're trying to get a pick. No, the Jets are trying to make the playoffs right now. And it's going to be very tough. For the Jets to do that, they're probably going to need at least 10 wins, I would say, because when you look at the tiebreakers and stuff right now, the Jets are going to need at least 10 wins. And this game against the Lions, you gotta win this game because you still have a few more tough games. You're going to have to go down to Miami, the last game of the year. That's going to be a really big game, and it's going to be really tough too. You're facing Miami with Tua now, and then also you're going to be going into Seattle. I know Seattle has been floundering as of late, but still going into Seattle, it's tough. Now, also, so I just have some keys to victory for the New York Jets. So, red zone efficiency. They're they can have a game plan for Jared Goff and that Lions offense, but that doesn't mean anything if their offense isn't going to get any chances, the Jets' offense. So they're going to have to really improve their red zone efficiency because we've seen this in previous weeks where they just have to end up kicking, field goals because they just stink in the red zone. So I also have a stat here. New York has gone 2-8 in their last 2 games in the red zone, or 2-8. So that means they kicked field goals instead of touchdowns. And that was why they lost to the Bills and the Vikings. So that's just pretty big. And then also, I would say keep it simple. Now, I know, some people are trying to coaches now, massive gambles and stuff like that. I think the Jets just play, I don't want to say New York Jet football because that hasn't been very good lately, as of for a few years. But just stick to the basics. Don't try to be too cute against this Lions team. You really don't have to do that. Now, another reason I would say, get some pressure on Jared Goff. I said this with the Giants and stuff too. You have to get pressure on this guy. You have to. Jared Goff, he is a pocket passer, and if the Jets can pressure him consistently, there's a good chance you can make Jared Goff make some mistakes and turn the ball over. And that's what you're gonna need. You're going up against this high octane Lions offense. It's going to be very, very tough. Now the Jets, they do have a good defense. I'll give them that, but still, it's going to be tough. And now, just kind of going into the playoff aspect of things here, it's going to be really interesting to see. It's going to be really interesting. Like I said, the Jets are going to need to win this game, especially when you look at New England too, who has the tiebreaker over you, who they beat you head-to-head twice. So you can't even, and then you're going to have the Chargers who have a way easier schedule. You're going to have to rely on them to lose. I don't know. The Jets, they're going to have to just win games. You can't really rely on help at this point if you're the New York Jets and you want to get that 7th seed. You just can't. You really can't. And I know a lot of Jet fans, I would say it's not even split. I would say it's mostly 70-30. Most see this team should make the playoffs, and some are they were kind of good enough. No, this Jet team now you're already in the thick of things. You got to make the playoffs at this point. You don't want to, get 8 wins, nine, even 9. So if we look at the Jets' schedule too, so they have the Lions at home. I mean, it's still going to be a somewhat tough game. It'll be interesting to see. And then they have the Jaguars next. The Jaguars, they're going to be, coming into MetLife. It's going to be cold. We'll see how the Jaguars handle that. But the Jaguars, they're such a weird team. You never know with them. And then, like I said before, they're going into Seattle. These last 2 games for the Jets are going to be really tough. You're going into Seattle. I know Seattle, they haven't been winning a lot lately, but still, it's still tough to go into Seattle and just win. It's tough, with the grunge music, it's tough. And then last game of the year, you're going against the Dolphins. That's going to be a really huge game. Like I said, you beat the Dolphins before, but that was without Tua, and you were at home. You're playing in Miami now. This is going to be very interesting to see. Maybe the Jets, you're going to have to win probably 3, then, your next 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4, you make it. Or maybe make it, because it depends what New England does and depends what the other teams do, including Baltimore and Cincinnati, who have tiebreakers over you. So that's going to be very tough. Now, I know I kept it brief here because, like I said, I'm the only one, so there's no need to really go long with this episode. So if you guys could just do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be doing a Giants pregame right after this. So I'll see you in the next video.